Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. That's it for today's video. So it's an unboxing video courtesy of Phil, Philip, Felipe, so many different names. No, thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Yeah, so this is one of those ones I know I've been told what's in there, but as you guys know, I'm not always the best with remembering things. So if I'm remembering correctly, there is a bourbon barrel aged stout and four homebrews, and homebrews. I'll just put it that way. Yeah, so super stoked. They're cool styles, the homebrews. And well, I'll talk about it more as I get into them. You guys know me, I like to open these on camera because I know people watch to see if I'm going to cut myself. The thrill factor of it all, the excitement, the danger. All right, so I did open this upside down, so I apologize if you wanted this open in a different order. I was just trying to cover my address. All right, so based on the wax sealing, I'm going to say this has to be the bourbon barrel aged stout. So Borel, Tilted Barn. Duh, that was a beret. If I had stopped and thought about it longer, I would have figured that out. Bourbon barrel aged imperial stout, coming at 10% ABV. Anything else written on here? No. Nice tactile. I really like the presentation on this. Solid. The chances of anyone from Tilted Barn watching this unboxing video is very slim. But if anyone happens to be from that brewery watching this, like, just love the presentation. It's awesome. Oh, so there's a can of something. So I'm assuming I've gotten homebrew in cans, but I'm assuming this is not a can. Yeah, or a homebrew. Phantom Farm Brewing, Rhode Island Helles, 5% ABV. Maybe he did tell me about this. I must have just the worst memory. This German lager beer has a smooth malt flavor. Okay, it's got tasting notes, so I'll actually wait till after I give my thoughts. Now I think we're getting into all the homebrews. He must go through a lot of bread, because I think these are all wrapped in bread bags. We go through bread so slowly. I hate doing it. We end up putting it in the freezer and like taking out slices and either putting right into the toaster or letting them thaw for a bit. And it does, in my opinion, take away the freshness of the bread. But like we haven't been going through it fast enough. All right, so Lithuanian Keptinis, 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 6.6% ABV. He might have. Did he tell me he put? Try and remember. Yeah, he did. I was gonna say he did tell me there was. Yeah. I was gonna say he told me that there was like an explanation. So let me. I don't know what's better. I'll just keep going this way, and then I'll. Well, actually, no. Slow down. I'm just going to take them a little bit out of the package, these remaining two, and I'll further explain what each of these are. All right, so make sure I didn't forget anything, which I've been to. Okay, so there's two more, but let's rewind. So I opened it upside down. I didn't get to this. So the Lithuanian Keptinis style beer. You take the mashed grain and put them in pans, then bake the mash for hours at a high temperature so it gets caramelized. That sounds cool. And the outer layer is charred. It gives these porter-like beers an interesting flavor. Admittedly, I'm not sure if I like it or not, but worth a try. I don't have access to Lithuanian farmhouse yeast, and honestly, I bet it varies by farm. I agree with that. So I use the Kvek, I'm probably mispronouncing that, instead. That seems like a smart swap to me. That makes perfect sense. The Rhode Island Helles, a new brewery in Rhode Island called Phantom Farms. This Helles uses Cascade hops grown in Rhode Island. Oh, that's cool. Really flavorful. Tilted Barn. I believe this was TB's first barrel-aged beer. This bottle is from last year, so hopefully some of the edges have been rounded out a bit by now. Okay. I'm reading between the lines a little bit there. Yeah, open this one next. This one I don't want to say I'm the most excited about any of them, but this one had me the most excited, and I I'll try to remember to say why in a sec. Finnish Sahti, 8.6% ABV. And this is his longest description too, so I wonder if he's really excited like I am. So traditional Sahti is typically made in a kurna, tree trunk carved out into a holding vessel, and then filtered through juniper branches to separate the liquid from the mash. I used juniper berries to try and emulate the juniper flavor addition. I love this. You are, Phil, you're saying exactly what I'm wanting you to say, so that's awesome. I also had pine shoots picked right from the trees in my backyard in the spring. That's cool. Added those as well. Typically, Sahti doesn't have hops, although some historical brewers use them. I added Motueka, which rounds the beer out with a bit of sweetness. That's a cool idea. Also, this style uses baker's yeast, but I use the Quebec. Again, I'm probably mispronouncing it. So it's not exact, but I did buy a Sahti malt mixture, so the grain bill is authentic. I love what is authentic and what you took liberties on and why you took those liberties. That makes perfect sense to me. And the reason I'm so excited about this, and actually it's interesting, in real life today is the perfect day to bring this up because there was some awesome news today. So when he had sent me a message about the homebrew styles, the only one I remembered was the Sahti because of Dogfish had Sahti, and then they switched the spelling to T-E-A at the end versus just T-I for the T. And I loved that beer. I loved that beer so much. And I wish they would rebrew a lot of those beers they used to brew a lot. And then just today in real life, this will get posted in the future, obviously. And so it might be old news by then. But Dogfish Head is bringing back some of their past beers. Sahti is not one of them. But in 2025, they're doing, was it like Festina Peach, Pennsylvania Tuxedo, Chicory Stout. There was another one. They had people like voting, and they ended up doing both. There was Chicory Stout and a different one. Not Raisin de Extra, but Raisin de Etra or whatever it is. And there might be another one I'm forgetting. So like, not all the ones I would have picked. I mean, Chicory Stout I would have picked. Not all, like Festina Peach I'm not a huge fan of, but like, step in the right direction, Dogfish Head. Step in the right direction. And here's a style that I haven't had in a while that I'm really excited for. So this is a braggot. Oh my God, it's 9%. Well, yeah, it's a braggot. So it's like a honey mead and a beer hybrid. A brewery where I grew up called Water Street, they actually closed within the last year. Every once in a while, the old owner / brewer would make a braggot. It was really good. A braggot is a beer mead hybrid, 50% barley based like a beer, and then 25% wildflower honey and 25% orange blossom honey. Very cool. 2 different kinds of honey in there. And these are bottle conditioned. So he was like, yeah, leave when you pour them, leave a little bit at the bottom, or just acknowledge that. I like sediment, like I'm okay with that, but I might like pour them out, mostly review, and then add the rest and just see how much I think it changes anything. But that was a good heads up, Phil. I appreciate that. But yeah, I'm super excited. I mean, talk about a unique set of beers, a great variety of beers, definitely diverse styles. So yeah, I am super stoked about all of them. I know the Sahti I spent the most time on, but I'm really excited to try all these. So thanks, man. I really appreciate it. And actually, I should say this on camera because this will get posted before it happens. He and I are actually going to review this one together virtually. So I don't know if it'll be a live stream or we'll record it and I'll just upload it. But I'm really excited to like hang out with him virtually, and we're going to do this one. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. Otherwise, like which one are you guys the most excited about? Or have you had any of these or these styles or anything you want to talk about? As always, comment section below. Let's get those conversations going. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untappd. It's No Hype Beer Reviews about those places. So just please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.